Have you ever cared so much that it started to hurt? You care about what they think. You care about how you look. You care about being enough. But what if caring too much is exactly what's keeping you stuck? Let's talk about detachment, not coldness, not apathy, but the psychology of peace, in a world that demands your constant emotional attention. Welcome to Grow Wise, where we explore the hidden psychology of human behavior and self-growth. Today, we're diving into one of the most misunderstood mental skills, detachment, the quiet power of not letting everything consume your energy. Most people think detachment means not caring at all, but real detachment isn't about indifference, it's about clarity. It's the art of caring deeply without losing yourself and what you care about. From a young age, we're trained to attach our self-worth to outcomes, grades, approval, relationships, success. Our identity becomes a reflection of external validation, and that's where it begins. The addiction to caring too much. We check if people viewed our story. We replay conversations wondering if we sounded smart enough. We measure our worth through someone else's silence. Psychologists call this external locus of control, when your emotional stability depends on forces you can't control. And the danger is subtle. When your peace depends on the approval of others, your peace no longer belongs to you. The more you care about things outside your control, the more powerless you become. That's why caring too much always leads to anxiety, burnout, and overthinking. It's not that you care, it's that you care without boundaries. Let's redefine detachment. True detachment is not the absence of emotion, it's the presence of awareness. It's being able to experience joy without clinging to it, pain without drowning in it, and success without becoming its prisoner. In Buddhism, this is called non-attachment. In Stoicism, it's the idea of indifference to externals. And in psychology, it's emotional regulation, the ability to observe your thoughts without being ruled by them. Because you finally realize, your emotions are signals, not sentences. They inform you, but they don't have to define you. You can feel love without needing control. You can feel disappointment without losing peace. You can be present without possession. Let's look deeper. When you care too much, your brain releases dopamine every time you receive validation. A like, a compliment, a reply, small hits of reward. Over time, your brain associates worth with response. You start needing feedback to feel real. That's why silence feels like rejection, and rejection feels like collapse. But detachment rewires this pattern. Instead of chasing the dopamine of validation, you train your brain to find satisfaction in effort, not outcome. You care about what you can control, your focus, your growth, your inner state. That shift builds internal power. The moment you stop needing people to understand you, you become magnetic, because nothing is more attractive than calm confidence. It's the energy of someone who no longer begs for belonging, they embody it. Here's how to start detaching, not from life, but from the illusions that drain it. Number 1, shift your focus from outcome to effort. Each time you do something, writing, working, helping someone, remind yourself, my job is the action, not the result. You can't control reactions, only intentions. Number 2, observe without judgment. When an emotion rises, don't label it as bad or good. Just say, this is anger, or this is fear. The moment you name an emotion, you create distance from it. Number 3, detach from assumptions. Most suffering comes not from what happens, but from the story we tell about it. Someone doesn't text back, and your mind writes a 10-chapter novel about rejection. But often, there's no story, just silence. Let silence be silence. Don't make it mean something. Number 4, create emotional rituals. Journal, meditate, take walks alone. Rituals remind your nervous system that solitude isn't punishment, it's recovery. Here's the truth most people never realize. You can't stop caring too much by forcing yourself to care less. You stop caring too much by caring differently. Detachment doesn't remove emotion, it removes ownership. You stop saying, my pain, my failure, my rejection. Instead, you say, here is pain, here is failure, here is rejection. And in that subtle shift of language comes enormous power. You stop personalizing everything that happens, and start observing it. That's when peace becomes a practice, not a destination. So if you've been feeling exhausted from caring too much, remember this. You're not broken, you're just emotionally overinvested. Start small. Detach from the outcome of today. Detach from whether people understand you. Detach from the need to be constantly enough. Because when you release control of how life unfolds, You finally make space for it to unfold beautifully. Real detachment isn't about walking away from life. It's about walking into it, with freedom instead of fear. If this message resonated with you, leave a comment below and share one thing you're learning to detach from. And if you're ready to keep growing wiser, subscribe to watch my next videos. Until then, stay calm, stay grounded, and remember, grow wiser, not louder.